Casey Hollins continues our coverage now at the Joe, where fans are mourning the loss of Mr. Hockey today. Casey, such an emotional day for Hockeytown and everybody who hears the news.
It is an emotional day, Joanne, but I have to tell you that it's a lot of smiles around here as people remember Gordie Howe, because you can't help but smile when you think of the incredible career and the incredible life that he had. I'm joined now by Red Wings general manager Ken Holland. And Ken, tell me just about the sentiment in the building today, this morning.
Well, I think first off, obviously very sad, tremendous loss. But, you know, when you reflect back on Gordie's life, just an incredible human being. I had the pleasure in about mid-80s, I was a minor league goaltender in Binghamton, getting called up to Hartford, and Gordie and Mark were on the team, and Marty. I got to spend 3 weeks up there, and so I've known Gordie since the middle of the 1980s. Just an incredible human being, humble, kind, lots of time for fans. You know, we'd come down to Binghamton after he retired. We were all in awe, and he would treat us like we were, you know, a peer and just another hockey player. So loved to tell jokes and tell stories, made people laugh. So he just, a great father. Obviously, he's got a wonderful family. So, very sad day for the hockey community to lose a tremendous ambassador. But certainly the things that he's accomplished on and off the ice will be remembered for a long, long time.
Now, I mean, his personality on the ice was a little more aggressive than what the Gordie Howe that people knew off the ice.
Yes.
Like you said, he was always ready to sign autographs and hug fans and say hello to them. And is it safe to say that's the Gordie Howe that people are remembering right now?
Oh, without a doubt. First off, on the ice, one of the greatest, if not the greatest player ever, and certainly his elbows were legendary in his prime, keeping everybody's heads up, could play the game with skill, could play the game tough. But the people, I mean, the memory of Gordie is going to be what he accomplished off the ice in his prime and when he retired. He was just an ambassador, and he had time for everybody. When he did come to the Joe, he was at the Joe a lot over the last 10 or 15 years. Obviously, he and Mark would show up, and you'd see him in the bowls bump into fans, and he had time for everybody, and he'd make everybody laugh and smile. And I would just, heavy on the word humble. He was a humble superstar and an incredible ambassador for our game.
And that's how we'll remember him. Thanks so much, Ken. Back to you, Joanne.
All right, Casey, both of you, thank you so much. And we continue our team coverage right now with former Red Wing Darren McCarty. He joins us live on the phone right now. Darren, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Hey, hi, Joanne. How are you? It's an honor and a pleasure to be able to talk about the passing of Mr. Howe, for sure.
Talk about your memories of him, Darren.
Well, my memories of him is that, obviously, and just and great piece by Brad, and, just to say what Mr. Illich said and Kenny said, is that Gordie taught us all that we could be a beast on the ice, but off the ice, it was about the fans and it was about the community service, and it was about that. And he lived that, and I think that, for us guys, my group, myself, and the Marty, the Points, and the Drapes, and the Aussies, and the Malts, we take that to heart because we saw the way what it was like. He showed us how to be a Red Wing, and the best thing about Gordie is he's always a prankster, and he's always, when he's in the room, he's always trying to get jokes out of guys. And my favorite thing is that he'd come in and he had a dog, teacup poodle named Rocket that he named after Maurice Richard, and I thought that was always cool, so I got a little teacup poodle named Dolce. So that's my Gordie. Gordie not only taught me how to be a professional and how to act and how to treat fans and community service and stuff like that, but also it was cool to own a little dog.
Oh, you're not kidding. Darren McCarty, thanks so much for sharing that story with us. We appreciate it. So many memories of him today as you take a live look over Fox Theater. Thank you, Mr. Hockey, indeed. And Darren, thanks to you for sharing your memories.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We invite